Over to you, Kunle. Can you please tell us what you were doing before you used Google Ads in your business in terms of what channels? Tell us a bit about Rome Business School, what you were doing, and then what you were doing before you even tried to use Google Ads way back.
Okay, thank you so much, Temitayo. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Olakunle, and I'll be discussing quite some insightful information regarding what we've used Google Ads in the past and how we're using it currently also. So I work with Rome Business School, and I manage the entire marketing infrastructure of the institution. And the school is a managerial institution that prepares entrepreneurs, business owners, with the required skills, knowledge to actually drive in the business environment, whether local or global environment. So before now, it has to be a kind of tug of war, achieving our goals, before going or implementing the Google Ads, to actually help us, help us sustain and do our business in the right way. So we're into the normal traditional marketing, trying to source for students and so on and so forth. But it was a whole lot of big issues for us, at the institution. So for quite a number of years now, for the past 5-6 years, we've adopted using Google Ads to actually focus more on lead generation that ends up into enrollment of the student, and it has worked really well for us. Looking at the fact that yes, looking at the technology, the data, and the people that surround most of the algorithm that is used by Google to actually do more of the psychological and the philosophical processes of the real traditional marketing in terms of how to target well, in terms of segmenting professionals in different sectors, in different locations in the country, to actually help bring them on board to run programs in the institution and so on and so forth. So it's quite much easier. The popularity of this platform or this channel has to do with your ability to actually analyze a lot of information as with regards to your clients, your customers, the case may be, targeting the right set of persons and so on and so forth. So it has a very superb algorithm system that has to do with planification in the sense of getting the best out of the required quality leads that you actually need. So what we do mostly on this aspect has to do our major focus, our major goals or objective in terms of using Google Analytics, using Google Ads, has to do with, I don't know, can everyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay. So what we do mostly has to do with our ability to target rightly, get the required professionals based on some of the products that we have, getting them on board and using that to also meet our goals in terms of enrollment, in terms of revenue, the institutions set for itself, and so on and so forth. Yes, there's a lot of challenge, and it has its own advantage also. So our investment is hidden. Our advertising investment has a lot of return on investment. When you actually do what you're supposed to do, when you do it right, you have a very good evaluation and monetary system and so on and so forth. So you get the best out of your resources compared to when we're having doing the traditional aspect of it, where we find it difficult to actually get statistics, analyze some critical informations about the processes of most of the marketing activities that we're doing. It is very, very difficult. The radio ads, then the TV, and so on and so forth. And we spend a lot. We spend a lot, a lot of investment on marketing without a corresponding return on this investment. But on the other aspect of it, this has been catered for. The Google platform actually give us leverage to have a lot of understand the behavioral pattern of some of these activities and so on and so forth. So it's critical when you actually monitor the process. So the more you continue to use this platform, the better for the business, the more data the system gathers, and the more the system and the process will be more seamless in terms of the kind of results you'll be getting and so on and so forth. So it's critical for business in this day and age to, adopt this process. So you have your people scattered everywhere, which the traditional aspects might not really give you that leverage or give you that opportunity to reach out to everybody across board. But the Google has actually helped us understand the behavioral system, where we actually need to focus more, where we need to invest more, where we need to increase attentions and so on and so forth. So that is a critical aspect of the Google Heart that the normal traditional might not, give you that leverage of and so on and so forth. So just like my co-host mentioned, you can actually measure very well, measure what you are doing, see your success rate, and work on it, optimize on it based on past experience and so on and so forth. Yes, sometimes strategies might, I won't say strategy fails, but there's a lot of strategies realignment as a result of update also from this platform and so on. But your ability to actually monitor critically what you are doing to see that yes, you are in line with the strategy you've set in place and so on and so forth. So those are some of the recommendations I have to give. If you are using Google Heart, you need to continue to checkmate what you are doing to be sure that yes, you are doing what you're supposed to do. It's continue to also test for quality depending on the goals that you actually put in place while you are setting up some of these ads. If the kind of product that you sell or your business is services, you just want awareness, that will also streamline into how your strategy will be formulated and so on and so forth. Do a lot of testing. Your investment, there's a return on investment. So because of the vibrant nature and the kind of system, depending on what you are doing, optimization, growth strength scaling is critical. And most of the time, you also need to bring on board expertise, agencies, and so on, like what Prime Click Media is doing today. We've been using Prime Click Media for quite a number of years, and we've been succeeding together in terms of actualizing the goals in one business school and so on. So these are some of the major recommendations. It's so wide, it's so vast that it's not something one person can actually do. You need to bring on board expertise, bring in professionals that will deploy different technicalities. The strategy aspect is there and so on and so forth for you to actually get the goal. So in a nutshell, it's critical for us to understand some modalities and some intricacies of how this platform works, and also discuss with professionals on how to actually help in achieving your business goal. So Temitayo, I don't know if this actually answered your questions.
Fantastic, only that's been a brilliant response from you. I really don't even have much to say. But for those of us listening, I would just simply add that Google Ads is fantastic. And if there's a reason why you're not investing, like I said to most of my clients and businesses, you should have an always on budget. There's no reason why every single month you don't have something running on Google Ads, because people are looking for your products and services every single day. So no matter how little budget that you have for your marketing, you must be visible, because if you are a business and people are searching for your product and services and you're not visible there, then I really do not understand what's the point of you being in business, or why you're saying you're investing in marketing. But the primary channel where people go to when they're ready to make a decision, Google search, you are not visible at that point. It's very important. And for any business person here or a marketer, I need you to go and think about your keywords, your users, your potential customers will use to find your business. So for an example, for Ikunle now, it's a business school. So keywords could be like business schools in Lagos, masters in X product, X course, MBA in Lagos, online masters courses. Those are some of the keywords that you want to go and analyze. You want to go and check yourself, pick up your mobile phone and do some quick Google search and see who and who is advertising. So if you can find competition there and you are not there, you're losing money one way or the other. And it's very important to note that Google made over $59 billion from advertising, which means that advertisers see that it works and they pump in money there. There's money to be made. You can achieve your business goals. You can achieve your KPIs, but you have to invest strategically in the channels that have the highest ROI on digital advertising, which is primarily Google search ads. As it also is very targeted because of the keywords. You can be as targeted as possible. You can even have negative keywords where you're saying, I don't want to be shown for X keywords. Like example, let's assume you sell, you're a delivery company and you don't do free delivery, or you're a food company and you don't do free delivery. You can decide, I don't want to be shown when anybody searches for free delivery, because you don't do free delivery. It can be that targeted and it's that powerful. You can target keywords based on the gender of who you search, and you can say, I only want to be found when a woman is searching for X keywords, not when a man is searching for X keywords. You can be that dynamic. You can add age ranges to it. So anybody within the ages of 25 and above should be the only ones to see my search ads, not just when any random person is advertising. So you're looking for people with more purchasing power. You can be more strategic in these cases and achieve much better results with what you're doing. It's also very cost effective. You pay per click. If you pay for X number of clicks and you're not seeing results, you go back and you test and optimize, not give up on your campaign. You must always learn that this is a learning process. You're not just going to put in some amount of money and you see the ROI almost immediately. No, it doesn't work that way. Nothing really works that way. You learn, you optimize, you expand. You learn, figure out what works, why it's working, and then you can now scale it up as the case might be. And we're here to help you hold your hands through this process. Is what we do every single day. And for the Nigerian African businesses, we have a system where you can actually pay in naira. Our advertising is also in naira, so that works. So you're not really exposed to the dollar exchange issues that we've been having, but you can run your campaigns in naira. And even for our agency and for specific clients, when you go through our consultation process, we can offer you a money back guarantee. If we don't get results from Google Ads within 2 to 3 months, we return our advertising service charge to you. So if we can't get you results, then we don't need to get paid. That's our model. That's our passion. You get results from Google Ads if done correctly. So we usually will require you to do a free consultation to see how we can work with you, analyze your business, see how we can work with you, and see how we can integrate Google Ads into your business to get you results to achieve your goals in 2023. So if you'll be interested in this, please either send me a message or go to our website, primeclickmedia.com, and schedule a free consultation call. It's completely free. One of our consultants will get on the call with you, discuss about your business and how we can work with you. And if you feel like, yes, we can deliver results for you, then we go ahead and implement. And if we don't get you results, we can give you, we would gladly return our fees because we did not deliver as agreed. So again, that's really about Google Ads. Like I said, why we can also guarantee that is because these things are measurable. I know I can see how many clicks I've paid for. I can see how many of them have gone to a website or a landing page to interact with the business. I can see how many of them have contacted the business. So because of that, we know if this campaign is working or not almost on a day-by-day basis. We know if a campaign struggles today, if it struggles the next day, we make some changes to make it better the third day. And then we can measure, analyze, and then make sure that the results that are delivered are are the results that we actually want in terms of revenue, in terms of leads, in terms of traffic, as the case might be. And like I said, I see no reason why a serious business is not investing aggressively in Google search ads, especially now that after COVID, everything is on digital. Everybody's looking for digital solutions, all of their problems. Everybody's going on Google first to search for products and services that they want to use. They are going to do reviews. So it's very important that you go back again, like I said, think about your business. If you're not doing any form of Google advertising yet, go back, and I'm certain that you see some of your competition already there. So it's very important that we analyze that for your business. Now we'll take a couple of questions from everybody, like 2 to 3 questions if you have. So please raise your hands if you have a couple of questions to ask. So I and my co-host Kunle can gladly take them as quickly as possible. Is there anybody here that wants to take a question, please? Okay. All right then. So this is Nzubechi. Please, I hope I pronounce that correctly. Welcome. Please ask your question. Don't forget to unmute, please.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay. So, I've been following your agency for a while because I'm starting my own business, and I've just been having questions about Google Ads. For me, what works for me with Google Ads is shopping ads. So, and I've been trying to get it working for a while, and I wanted to ask, what budget range do you think we should set aside for, daily budget, especially? Because for my own business, we are competing in the US market, and we've been struggling to get sales with around $30 to $40 per day. So I wanted to know what kind of budget range should we have? What are the budget expectations we should have for somebody who is in the e-commerce industry?
So for that particular question, your budget is very I can't give you a budget. It depends on your pocket and then the cost of your products and services, what you're selling. That determines your
Okay.
budget. If you are selling
Yeah,
products
yeah,
that are
yeah.
not less than $10 per product,
No,
and
no,
you
no.
are spending $1,000 per day and not making any sales, you are losing money. So it's very
Yes, yes,
subjective. Number
yes.
two, the US is a very, very competitive market. That's one thing. So obviously you need deeper pockets to do that. I would recommend anything from $100. But again, that is me not knowing the product you're selling or exactly. So I don't have the full picture, but at least for the
Oh,
US,
yeah.
you want to start at least $100 per day to get that data in and start to optimize, because the most important thing is that you need to get data first. They're literally paying for that data when your results are not coming in. Then as the data is coming in, you're analyzing what is the problem. There are usually 2 problems: traffic, conversions. Traffic, are you getting traffic from the right sources? Yes, you are, because you're doing Google
Yeah.
shopping. Conversion, so why are they not converting on your website? Can you do an analysis of your website? What are they doing? What products are they engaging with? Is it the price of the product? Is it because are they looking at are they actually trying to buy? Are they adding to cart and going to the checkout page, or they are not even doing anything of that nature? So you start to know where to optimize from. The good thing is that you have the data. Your job is to go back to whatever data you have, analyze this data, make your hypothesis, test something, and go back again, and then see what happens.
Okay. One last question. How long do you think one should test for before analyzing the data you have?
So again, you need at least, I would recommend usually at least 100 clicks to 1,000 clicks, depending on your budget. If you have a lot of money, 1,000 clicks gets you obviously way more data. But if you don't have that much budget, then 100 clicks too should be good enough to identify. So 100 clicks, and you can say is 100 people coming to your website. So 100 clicks means 100 people coming to your website. So if 100 people come, think about a physical shop. If 100
Yeah.
people come into the physical shop and don't buy any product, they just come in and walk around and don't buy anything.
Yeah.
It's a product problem at that point, not necessarily a traffic problem.
Thank you very
So that's
much.
some of the things that's what I would recommend. So we need to take another question now. Thank you, Debechi. I'll take another question now, and then we might wrap it up. Okay, so now we have Taufik here. Hello, Taufik. Welcome. Please introduce yourself and then ask your questions, please.
Okay, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. I can hear you clearly.
All right, good afternoon. So, thank you for this great session. I will learn one or two things. My question does I work in the FMCG company, and we do quite some, we do little on Google ad, as you have said, but I just need some clarity on some things. So, because my the type of market that I work, I'm targeting is an FMCG product that
Okay.
targets to millions of customers. I just want to get more idea on how best can you then use Google App to reach quite number of customers and have and how to measure the impact. Because definitely the product is on supermarket shelf, is in the open market, is it's almost everywhere. Now to support the sales, with Google app, as you have mentioned, what are one or two things that you can recommend for an FMCG company? That's number one. And then number two, and I think your last response has shed a little light on it, because even for us, additional thing that we have done is to create a e-commerce on our website for some customers to be able to do a direct purchase. But definitely I will not kind of attribute all expenses to that direct sales on the customer, because even for me, I prefer the customers to pick it up somewhere. But I would just want to share more light on that and how effectively can FMCG make use of Google App to have a mileage.
All right, fantastic question. Kunle, do you want to take that or I should take that?
Let me just say something, then probably you had some stuff to
Okay.
it.
All right.
So FMCG is a mass market, and your direct targeting might be a little bit difficult in terms of you identifying straight up who you actually want to get it. So it's a mass market, and most of the things you do, depending on your processes, since you said you have an e-commerce site already where people can do direct purchase and so on and so forth. But your target should be, the end user. When you are targeting, you target the end user. So this end user tend to make inquiries or get these things, from different platform, whether supermarket, or if they want to buy directly also, you direct them directly, or you redirect them to your website where you have the e-commerce for purchase and so on and so forth. So that is what I can actually mention at this point. So depending on how you've set up your campaign, you can actually measure and see, different analysis, different traffic sources, where some of this stuff are coming from and so on. So that's just it. That's just it from me. Temitayo, I don't know if you can.
Okay, sorry, can I to
Okay.
add to that question, please? Probably I'm not the one in charge of that. Maybe our IT guy will do, but a knowledge from here will help me to guide the guy. So you mentioned that we'll be able to measure activity on all different platforms. So putting all different platforms together, we can put the whole reach on all the platforms together and measure it, right? Probably on, what goes on Instagram, Facebook, and other Google channel.
Yes, exactly. So there's a tool called Google Analytics that allows you to measure this thing. I can't go into all the details again because we have a very limited time. There's something called Google Analytics which can allow you to measure traffic from all of these channels on Facebook, Google, other social media channels, maybe people coming directly to your website. You can measure these behaviors and then see what they are doing on your website and optimize accordingly. And back to your question in terms of how do you use Google Ads for your market? Again, their primary channels, Google search. So your product is as long as people are searching for your product, maybe how to maybe a recipe for how to use your product. You have FMCG, so I can say, let's say an Indomie, for example. or let's say a noodle for an example, how to cook noodles, different ways to cook noodles. They are searching for these things. Your job is now to be visible there and say you can cook noodles this way, and then drive them to that kind of content. So you'll be primarily pushing content to drive top of mind awareness, because like you said, most of your products are bought off the shelves at supermarkets primarily. So you might not be driving direct sales in that scenario. Your strategy there will not be to drive top of mind awareness targeted to strategic people already looking for how to use your product or services. So you're just literally communicating with them, doing a form of indirect sales marketing by telling them how to make better use of your product. You could also do a lot of YouTube advertising, which is also owned by Google. Do a lot of YouTube advertising and do some fantastic videos and get the word out using YouTube advertising at scale. And you only pay per view. So you're only paying per people that view your actual ads on YouTube, which is fantastic as well. And you can be targeted based on age range, demographics, interest, and all of those kind of things. So those are some of the things I would recommend. Search YouTube as your primary driver of results on Google as well. So I hope that answers your question. Is there any other person that wants to go, or we can just call it a day? So Taufik, I hope that answers your questions. Is there any other person, or we can just close for today?
All right, thank you very much. That answers my question.
All right, fantastic then. Thank you. Okay, so we can take one more person, and then we have Solomon has raised his hand, so we can go with Solomon.
Hi, I was just going to say well done. It was insightful. Kunle's connection dragged my attention to the meeting. I just wanted to say it was well thought out and well executed, and it was very beneficial, quite instructive on many fronts. And like the speaker earlier, I think that's Unzube, yeah, mentioned earlier. I followed your work, especially with Rome Business School, particularly because your work with them drew my attention to your work, and I just wanted to say well done, and we they see what you do.
Thank you for that, Solomon. Thank you so much for that. That's really good to hear. Thank you. All right, guys. So I think that's all for today. Again, like I said, Prime Click Media is a performance marketing advertising agency, and we love to drive results for our clients. You pay in Naira, and then we can guarantee you that if you don't get results for your business, then we can give you your money back, as the case might be. So please, let's start with a free consultation. Either send me a message or go to our website primeclickmedia.com and schedule a free consultation call. We'll be happy to hear from you. So thank you for giving us 30 minutes of your time today. It was fantastic engaging with you. Thank you, Kunle, for your time and your experience and sharing that. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and see you some other time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Temitayo. Bye-bye, everyone.